We have to understand how blessed we are. And we need to look up to these people, not only to get inspired, but also to kind of just keep moving and strive harder, to chase their dreams and to fulfill them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't want to break the thread of thought here. I don't want us to divert from the conversation that we're having. It's great. Okay. Like I said, that you've had an extensive career. You have been an exceptionally successful corporate leader. You are an Olympic coach. You have trained some of the best in the world. If you have to share something with executives, budding entrepreneurs, of students out there, life lessons, business lessons, what would you say to them?
I think I would have a couple of lessons that were the secret to my life. The first is you need to take risks and get out of your comfort zone. It saddens me when I see young people unwilling to take a risk when they can. When they don't have children, they don't worry about schooling, they're not worried about managing a family. Take the job in another country. Go out and do something different and push yourself. Yes, I have struggled. When I first moved to Morocco, I cried like in my first week of the shock of it all and the fear. But then I grew to love the country, love the people, and it became home. You have to persevere, and too many people take the easy way. They stay in a comfort zone. Go out of your comfort zone. If you feel you're comfortable, become uncomfortable. The second thing is all about desire. If you've got desire, that's enough.
Yeah.
And we'd like to talk to you, because the rest of this, where you went to school and who you're related to, it doesn't matter. It's all about desire, because that's the one thing you can't coach.
Yeah.
And the third thing is that you need to remain a student for life.
So true.
And I graduated from a university and I have my degree, but I am very thankful to companies like Procter & Gamble, where I went to like a university all over again. Mm-hmm. And I went to a big company that trained me well. And I often see folks in their late 30s, 40s that have not worked in companies that fostered continual learning, and they're struggling, and they're not as successful in their careers they want. They're very frustrated. It goes back to not remaining a student for life. And it's an attitude, and you have to say, I want to keep learning. So you take jobs in organizations like a Fine, like a Procter & Gamble, like Johnson & Johnson, that they say, we care about you and we want to invest in you growing.
Yeah.
And we're going to put you in training, and we're going to give you different assignments, and we're going to make sure that every day you're better than the day before. And I'm very thankful that I went to a company like P&G early in my life, when I was basically just a physiologist and a track coach. And they took this track coach and they played a big role molding me into a global executive. And I owe them that, and I'll always be thankful for that. So there are choices, and you need to have a bit of foresight, as you had mentioned. Where do I want to get to? How do I get there? What are the key principles? And I think if it's about risk-taking, about desire, and about continually learning and growing, then you're going to be on a great path.
Well, so get uncomfortable, take chances, continue to invest in yourself, invest in learning, continue to ask questions, don't be afraid. So would it be wrong to say that, you have, if not fully there, but you're trying to implement the similar practices even here, in fine hygienic culture?
Absolutely, those are the kinds of people
similar
we
culture.
hire. That's the kind of culture we want to build. Now, it's not uniform, and sometimes I'm very frustrated with, in particular, the lack of being students for life. I mean, we have, I'll come across people, they don't want to listen to any input. They got life all figured out. And I say, you can't be that arrogant. You have to be willing to take feedback and take advice. Even on the whole mask thing, I called a virologist and interviewed him and said, help me. I want to listen and learn. It wasn't like I made that decision in isolation. I consulted with people who are smarter than me. And what you need to do is to be open to that. Now we're trying, and we're hiring around that basis, and we hire people based on their talent and capability, not on their connections, not on a piece of paper of a diploma, but who they are as people. And we're getting there, but culture change is a journey. It's not an instantaneous switch. It takes time.
Yes, I completely agree. But it's all wonderful. Coming back now to the business side of things, I want to know, we've discussed, a lot of things, the product offerings that you have, currently, but I want to know what is next. So we know that we've got the Fine Guard Mars, you've got a great technology in place, the Living Guard technology, which ensures that it kills, all the germs and viruses, hence less chances of or likelihood of getting infected or, having infections. But what's next?
Well, there's two things. On a brand basis, Fine Guard is just a baby.
Yeah.
It's masks and gloves and a few other things.
Yeah.
We have a whole battery of products coming that will leverage this extended kill basis. So wipes, hand sanitizer, surface sanitizers. So what makes it different? It's longevity. When you spray this with a normal disinfectant, 10 minutes after it's evaporated, the germs are resettling. Well, we'll have a product that will keep it for a week, germ-free.
Wow.
So think of the savings and think of the peace of mind. And this technology is out there, and so we will be bringing that to the market in the coming months.
Wonderful.
In terms of the broader company, the big thing is our IPO.
Okay.
You know, we want to be a shining star of this region and show the world what this region is capable of doing, and saying this is a company that was founded, based, its roots come from this region, and it's a region of talent and of capability and of world class. And so we see that IPO as a vindication, not of the company itself, but of our consumers and all of the people of this region of what we're capable of doing.
Wow. So before I take my final question, to close this interview, there's one quick thing that I also want to talk about. That in April 2020 this year, you've also launched a fully operational disinfection solution service.
Yes.
Where you are doing sterilization of open spaces and offices, restaurants, hotels, and now it's open for residents as well.
Yep.
Yeah. So how if I want to, for example, get my home sterilized, how can I sort of avail the service?
Well, because we supply the paper products into many institutions like hospitals and restaurants and office buildings, many of those organizations want a one-stop shop, paper and chemicals. So we partner with the world leader Ecolab, and we sell a combined package. You can get the paper and the cleaning products. And with their cleaning products, and they're a world leader in industrial cleaning, they have fogging units that do disinfection broad scale throughout the home or residence. It's very simple. You call our toll-free line here, and we'll book a time to come out and give you a quote. And it's something that we recommend periodically because it'll get under, because it's using fogging, and you do it when the house or the business is empty. It's getting underneath everything. It's getting into the vent. It's getting all those places where a colony of virus could be residing. And doing a more effective job than just wiping down the surface.
Wonderful. So like I keep saying that it has come as no surprise to me that with incorporating the latest technology to ensure that viruses and germs are completely killed. Also you're making sure that all the services and all the products that you are selling out there in the market are 100% effective. It is it's come as no surprise to me that you've been giving the Sterilize Brand of the Year award.
Yep.
So rightly so. Now, before I close the interview, my final question, because we started with this one.
Okay.
If there is a Hollywood movie based on you, which actor would you like to see play you in the movie?
Well, that's a big if, I must say.
It's $1 million question.
I'm not counting on it, but I'll tell you a quick story.
Yeah.
When I lived in the Philippines, I stood out. I don't look like the average Filipino. And it's a wonderful country and great people. And I was running this half marathon one day, and when you came in on the finish line, and I'm coming in, hard. I'm way back in the pack, but I'm coming in hard. And the announcer would pick out certain people and would read their race number and then call out to them. And as I'm coming in, I hear this message, and the guy says, "Here comes Bruce Willis," and everyone's laughing on the side. And I realized, I think he's talking about me. We look similar, we're the same age, no hair, a bit stocky, and so I guess if I had to pick, I would probably pick Bruce Willis.
Well, wonderful. I think that's a brilliant answer because you both are exceptionally successful in your own respective fields, and Bruce was he's a fine actor, a very good-looking actor. So, great answer, that one. Thank you so much, James. It was such a pleasure speaking with you, and I don't have to really say all the best because I know that you're already doing such a fine job. I just hope that you continue to produce safe, sterilized, top quality products, ensuring that you keep with the commitment of keeping our communities, our region, our people safe, and continue to do it with great intent that you already are doing. So thank you so much for speaking with us.
Well, thank you for having me.
An absolute pleasure.